Hi, welcome to this video presentation by Unknown India YouTube channel. Please view it on a laptop or desktop or tablet for better video quality and use a headphone, earphone or earbuds for better audio quality. India's percentage of population below the poverty line has been coming down drastically in the recent years to about 2.4% now. But then, was India always a poor country through the ages? This is perhaps the worst possible lie told about India, mainly by the British but also by other Westerners. Two eminent economists have exposed this lie. Angus Madison, economic historian from Netherlands, has done phenomenal research for quantification of GDP, that is gross domestic product, of countries and regions right from the distant past, that is from the beginning of Common Era. We have given the reference to his famous book on this titled World Economy Historical Statistics, acclaimed and available with OECD, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, in the description below. You can check it out if you are interested. What you now see on the screen is a graph depicting the GDP contribution of different geographic regions and India from year 1 to 2003 of Common Era, calculated by him based on elaborate data and sound analysis. It is obvious that India had the highest GDP share of the world at 25% till 1500 of Common Era. Rapid decline starting with the entry of the East India Company in early 17th century, further accelerated by the takeover of Indian territory by the British Empire in 1858, went on for a very long time until India's GDP share was reduced to a miserable 5% or even less in 1947 when the British finally left India. What caused such a drastic decline in India's economic fortune? We'll find out. Will Durant, an American historian and philosopher, came to India in 1930 to gather material on Indian civilization for his research on world civilization and history. He was shocked to find the state of affairs in India then. In his own words, "I was filled with astonishment and indignation at the apparently conscious and deliberate bleeding of India by England throughout 150 years. I began to feel that I had come upon the greatest crime in history." These strong emotional words are backed up by elaborate analysis of enormous observations and data in his powerful book titled The Case for India, for which we have provided the link below in the description. Please check it out if you're interested. Dr. Raj Vedam, in his talk titled Indian Civilization, the Untold Story at the Sangam Talks, with the video link given below in description, gives a summary of the ways in which both the East India Company and the British government did this, as expounded by Will Durant in his book. 1. Indians were forced to sell raw materials very cheaply but buy finished goods at exorbitant prices through very high import duties and export duties on finished goods. 2. Indians were taxed twice as high as in England and thrice as high as in Scotland. 3. Millions of dollars worth of bribes from rulers who were dependent on favors and guns. 4. The cost of British conquests, including the First and Second World Wars, developments in Britain, and administrative costs in India were all charged to Indians. Because of all this, Indians were not only impoverished, the British, when they left in 1947, left us with a huge national debt. The systematic drain of wealth from India was first pointed out by the duo of Dadabhai Naoroji, politician, scholar and merchant, celebrated as the Grand Old Man of India, and Ramesh Chandra Dutt, a great scholar and economic historian, over a century ago in their writings based on their path-breaking research. Building on this research with her own research, the eminent economist Utsa Patnaik wrote a brilliant essay, first published as part of a collection of essays by the Columbia University Press and later by an Indian publisher. In this essay, she uses meticulous analysis of price and tax data from 1765 to 1938. We have provided a link to a downloadable PDF version of this article in the description below. Please check it out if you are interested. Patnaik has used the valuation of export surplus of India in these years, which was directly transferred to England, mostly through Indian goods re-exported to other countries. We should remember that from 1890, for at least 4 decades, Indian farmers and weavers produced the second highest global export surplus, mainly from agricultural products and yarn, re-exported to the world from England. Indians were paid a measly amount as price for the products sent to England, out of just almost 1/3 of the exorbitant taxes imposed on them. In effect, the British were getting Indian products for free but earning massive foreign exchange through re-exports to the world. Patnaik has quantified this global export surplus of India, which was stolen by Britain. Through this process, England drained $45 trillion, that is 3,735 lakh crores of rupees at current exchange rate. This is 83 times India's total budget on both revenue and capital accounts for the financial year 2023 to 24. Can you now get a sense of the enormity of the loot? We urge upon the UK government to return this money, together with the Kohinoor diamond stolen from India, now adorning the British crown, along with an apology to the Indian people and government for the genocide of thousands of Indians who died during artificial famines created by Britain and in the mass shootings as in Jallianwala Bagh massacre. We shall be thankful if any of you who watch this video can raise your voice in the right places in support of this demand, in your own legal and peaceful way, like telling more people about it or writing to the government of UK or in any other way. Please check out our other videos in the full playlist and also subscribe to our channel by clicking the respective links. Thank you.